Good morning and welcome back to The Point for Wednesday, August 16th. We see U.S. futures climbing a bit higher this morning with the Dow currently up about 42 points after yesterday stayed relatively quiet. The markets have been a little calm as of late, dropping volatility after its recent spike as North Korea tensions have calmed and investors are waiting for today's Fed minutes. The euro area reported some strong news as the economy expanded 0.6% in line with expectations. Growth continued in Germany, while Spain's strong performance showed signs of a solid recovery. Italy continued its growth for a 10th quarter, while the Dutch economy expanded 1.5%, its most since 2007. In the UK, unemployment fell to 4.4%, the lowest since 1975, while basic wages rose 2.1%, beating expectations as the Bank of England expects price rises to peak later this year. The Stoxx Europe 600 index rose 0.8%, while the UK and Germany both saw solid gains at 0.6% and 0.8%. The MSCI Asia Pacific Index climbed 0.2% as South Korea rose 0.6% after a holiday. Hong Kong added 0.8% and the Shanghai Composite fell 0.2%, while Japan stayed little changed. And after close, Chinese tech giant Tencent Holdings greatly exceeded expectations on net income. Mitch Lowe, an early Netflix executive, has devised a plan to help struggling movie theaters. His startup, MoviePass, will allow customers to see films as much as they desire for only $10 a month. While MoviePass will pay the fees to the movie theaters, they are expected to hold an IPO in March. And bonds saw some of their highest points in weeks as U.S. Treasuries added 1 basis point to 2.28%, while Germany and Britain both saw a 3 basis point gain. Crude oil gained 0.3% to $47.69 per barrel after industry data showed inventories tumbled 9.2 million barrels last week. Although oil production in the U.S. is projected to increase as the Permian Basin of Texas and New Mexico expects this to raise output by 64,000 barrels amid OPEC's attempts to cut production. The U.S. dollar stayed steady as investors await the Fed's report, while the euro fell to its lowest in 3 weeks, dropping 0.3%, while the yen also saw its lowest in 3 weeks, dipping 0.1%. Investors will be digging through the Fed's minutes this afternoon from their recent meeting as they're published at 2 p.m. They'll be looking for clues on the timing of the unwinding of the $4.5 trillion balance sheet, along with signs on how many policymakers will agree with William Dudley on another rate hike this year. The British government has published another Brexit position paper referring to the Irish border, saying it wants no physical infrastructure on the 310-mile crossing. And lastly, President Trump is facing a lot of criticism for his remarks towards the events that are happening in Charlottesville to go along with many issues he's already facing as CEOs continue to quit his advisory council. In the sports world, Ezekiel Elliott and the NFL Players Association have decided to officially appeal his 6-game suspension. The Pirates fell 3-1 to the Brewers last night and continue to sit 4.5 games back out of first place in the division, with several crucial games upcoming as they have to make up plenty of ground with only 43 games left on the year. And the world of golf will shift its focus to the Wyndham Championship this week, which is the last regular season event of the year, as players will attempt to move themselves into the top 125 players in the FedEx Cup standings, which is the cutoff for the playoffs. And anybody inside that top 125 will automatically gain a tour card for next season. This has been The Point for Wednesday, August 16th, and we hope you have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow.